Goddess Energy is Senora Chavez, the motion, the movement, and the campaign. We are back with, now this is normally makeup and chill, but this is going to be curl my hair and chill for real. Cause I have to curl this hair. I know I've been working on these braids. I didn't get to the middle, but I was like, I gotta get y'all like style my hair for real, cause I've been slacking. So this gonna be curl and chill, and we gonna continue with the Tale of Two Cities, the Chronicles, y'all. Now, I just thought this was so funny. Look. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you today's story is gonna be how I met my partner. Now I told y'all I was talking to this guy and I'm being patient, I'm taking it slow, cause y'all know I waited 5 years. 5 years celibacy for a man. Now today's story is how I'm gonna tell y'all, I told you this is a hood comedy. The streets saying that my man got me with a beatbox. Now if y'all don't know what a beatbox is, it's like a little drink they sell at the gas station, like an alcohol drink. And that's partially true. How my man got me with a beatbox. They say she broke her celibacy for a beatbox. I need to insert a picture in this video of a beatbox. The beatbox hit though. They hit. You don't want to buy no liquor, buy a beatbox. Like you gonna be lit the whole day. I love them beatbox, but he didn't necessarily get me with a beatbox for real. So I'm gonna tell y'all, I told y'all I was 5 years celibate. So I had got out of jail and I was just doing a lot of reflecting, walking, going by the water. This came out so pretty. This came out so pretty. I don't want to do it straight because it's black and I don't want to look like no witch. But yeah, so I got out of jail or whatever. And I was doing a lot of walking, exercising via walking. It's in Florida particular day. I want to like September of last year when we met. So it was raining. It was like rainy season or whatever. So I was walking and it started raining. So I stopped at the corner store for shelter, right? Everybody be posted at the corner store. So I stopped at the corner store. I see the usual suspects. I stopped, I chatted up, you know, politicking with the niggas on the street niggas for real. That's what I be doing. But I was just chitter chatting and I see this one usual guy I see, you know, I forgot his name. But I never liked him. But he was very helpful because he used to, when I first started doing my content, he helped take my pictures or whatever. And when I didn't have no tripod and all that. So shout out to him. I'm tie into this because he helped me meet my man now, right? So I was talking to them and his partner or whatever, and then the guy that I'm seeing now comes up. Now, mind you, they always chit chat, and this the hood. They chit chat or whatever, but they don't have no they don't have the gift of gab. They don't really have people skills. I don't know if the proper term is like interpersonal skills. I don't know how to say it, but they just don't have like a grown man type demeanor when they're talking to ladies. They're very you know, hey, what's up, partner? You know, you need this. You know how those who know. You know, when the hood is just a lot of lottering going on for real. So yeah, so anyway, I'm talking to the usual suspect and his partner, and then the guy I talked to now, he came up out of the blue. And I never seen him before, but he came up, they said what's up to him or whatever. And then he came up immediately to me and shook my hand and said, what's up? I'm Mississippi. I'm from Mississippi or whatever. And like when I shook his hand, I sized him up. Because it was like, I wasn't used to that around here for real. Because men are very nasty and rude to me. I told you this, like Sodom and Gomorrah for real. They hate the angels. They But he was the most polite man. He was a gentleman. Very polite, very good at the gift of the gab. And then he started telling me where he was from. And I was like, oh, okay, so you know what they say about them country boys. If you don't know, figure it out. But that's the first thing that came to mind. But the fact that he was a gentleman, shook my hand, could actually communicate, like caught my eye, because I was like in a daze for a second because I couldn't believe it, because I never get this. Like I never get this kind of energy from any man. Even the men, like You could go to the nice side of town. The men on the nice side of town don't even do that. Like, I met a guy at a restaurant. He ain't even pull up like that. You know what I'm saying? So he pulled up like a true gentleman. Shook my hand, you know, told me about himself, because I was kind of in the daze. I was like, and because we was about to have a good conversation. I could tell, like, I was talking to him, like feeding into his energy. And I caught myself, because at the time I was on my celibacy journey, and I was like, nah. I was thinking in my head, I was like, nah, I might like you too much. You might get it. You might get this. Let me stop talking to you. So I immediately like cut him off like mid conversation. I ain't want to be rude, but you know, I was like, you know, they out to get you out here. They out to get you, queen. So I was like, I ain't even gonna give you the time of day, because I could see like you got a good conversation. You could talk. You're a gentleman. I might actually like you. I might fall for this. So I cut the conversation short. But we still posted up at the stove. I was politicking with them, politicking with everybody, you know, just chilling, vibing, because it was raining. So we was stuck at the stove, you know. A girl came up there. She was talking. She was giving me the tea. You know, I be collecting intel on these ninjas for real, because I be reporting back. Yeah, but it was a good day. It was a good day because I walked. So when the rain lit up, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all this story is so ratchet. I don't even know if I want to tell y'all the whole story. So it was raining or whatever. So we ended up smoking or whatever together. We all you know, shared a joint, and then I went across the street to the little pizza place, and we was posted up there, and I was chatting with them at the pizza place. And when I tell you, something out of the blue like hit me, like something hit my nose, y'all. This is the shit they be doing. This is why I don't like this. Like they drugged me for real. They gave me some powder for real. I know y'all like, how the hell? And if I told you how it happened, y'all wouldn't believe it, like how it happened. But nevertheless, they got me coked up. See, this is what they be doing to the angels. It was actually from a bottle of water, because I was drinking a bottle of water and I put my bottle of water down. This is why you can't. This is what they be doing to the angels, y'all. I'm telling y'all. To the star seeds. So somebody slipped some coke in my water. It wasn't the guy I'm talking to, because the guy was like the guy that I'm with now or whatever. He already had left, because I told y'all I cut the conversation short because I knew I was gonna like him. So I stayed fraternizing with the usual suspects, because my usual suspects, like. Well, what happened was one guy, he was the usual suspect. I told you when I first started doing content, he'd take my pictures for me at the store or whatever. And so I already knew him. And you know, he was the you know, the neighborhood pharmacist. And so I was talking to him. Then his partner was an Uber driver or whatever. And I told you I ain't got no car right now. They won't wreck my car. I mean, that's another story for another day, how they don't wreck all my damn cars. This Sodom and Gomorrah, they off the chain for real. They trap the star seeds. But anyway, he was talking about the Uber or whatever, and it was raining or whatever, so I was trying to get a ride back home, and then also use him for like cash Ubers or whatever. So we was chatting it up, and I left my water bottle down. When I went to pick it up, I drank it, and it tastes funny. This is what they did, so they coked my ass up. So I'm over here asking him for a ride, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just walk in the rain, because I ain't got time to be playing these little shenanigans with them, because I realized that they coke my drink. They put coke in my drink for real, like powder. And this is a hood comedy. So I'm high as hell walking home in the rain. Then I start dancing. I can't stop dancing. I'm dancing out of control like Michael Jackson dancing. It was wild. That was a wild day. And all because I got stuck at the store in the rain. This is why I don't go to the store no more, for real. Because I'm like, y'all trifling for real. But yeah, so fast forward, like, you know, I go walking. I went walking. You know, I do my daily exercise. I used to walk a lot, y'all. I see this guy and he speaks. He says hello. You know, he's very friendly, but he friendly with everybody. So, you know, you can't trust friendly niggas. And so I always say hello or whatever. One particular day I walked by the store. I seen him posted at the store and he said hello. I hurried up and walked past because I said, y'all not finna get me again, because after they did that little episode where they did that damn coke in my drink, I was not finna post up at the store no more. I said, I got y'all. I see what y'all doing. So I ignored him. So the next time I saw him, he was like, dang, you walk right past me. You ain't say nothing or whatever. You was being brand new. And I was just like, I don't like loitering at the store. He ain't know about what happened that night though. He didn't know about that. Well, he could have. Who knows? But anyway, so every time I see him, I say hello. I speak or whatever. So now months pass. Because mind you, I'm on my celibacy journey. So I ain't talking to nobody. Because I just think all these men was out to get me, to Sodom and Gomorrah for real. So months passed by, and finally one day, this particular day, I was walking to the store, and I came back from the store, and we was chatting it up. Cause I always see him, right? This months passed by, like I'm just trying to, like keep the conversations cordial and simple, because I be like, okay, everybody out here out to get me. But I had asked, because I seen his homeboy had a car. That's what it was. And at the time I was going to school and my computer went out. So I asked this homeboy, if he could ask his homeboy if he could give me a ride to the library. That's what it was. And he said, I'll talk to him for you. Or whatever. So I said, well, give him my number, because I don't want to go over there looking raggedy, because I just feel like, like I said, they so mean. These dudes out here rude. They ruthless. They nasty to the star seeds. So I was like, well, I don't want to go ask him myself, because I wasn't dressed. I was like in my loungewear or whatever. I was like, maybe if, this is how I'm thinking. I'm like, maybe if I come to him looking dressed and cute, he'll just be more willing to take me to the library or whatever. Because usually guys like to clout off of pretty girls, right? So this is how I was thinking. Like, I was going to pay him to take me, but I was just thinking he'll be nicer and not say no. Because, they real nasty. They're very nasty out here for real. They're horrible to the star seeds. They treat us like crap. That's why it was so easy for me to stay celibate, because they treat you like crap when you're a star seed. Now, so I told him to go ask his friend for me, because that's his friend. So I was like, ask him, give him my number, and I was like, I'll dress up or whatever. He could get clout for riding me to the library. He said, yeah, I'm gonna give him your number. This ninja gonna walk away. He said, yeah, I'm giving it to him. He locked that number right in his phone. He locked that number right in his phone. He did not give that boy my number, of course. Ninja stuff for real. So the next time I saw him, I was walking to the store to get something. Y'all see, these be booby traps for real. The hood that's why they call it the trap. Because it's really a trap for real. So the next time I saw him, I was walking to get my exercise, my daily exercise. And I was walking past him. It was early in the morning. And he had a honey bun. And I was like, why is you eating a honey bun for breakfast? Y'all see this? Like, this is a hood comedy. See, this is so slick. He is so slick. Like a honey bun was like his manifestation for me. I feel like he was being slick with the honey bun at the time. I'm thinking about it now. At the time, I wasn't thinking like this. What I was thinking, like, dang, cause he was on. I said, where you going? Cause he was dressed for work, and he said, yeah, I'm on my way to work. I just had to grab me some breakfast. And I said, you eat a honey bun for breakfast? Like, what is that? Like, no, you ain't got nobody making you breakfast. And he was like, nah, I ain't got time for that. And, I ain't got nobody making me breakfast or whatever. I said, well, you know what? You don't need to be going to work eating stuff like that. You need a hearty, like a nutritious breakfast. I said, I'm going to make you breakfast and bring you breakfast. And, so that's how we started talking. So, the next day I came and I made him some sausage, some eggs, and some toast and some grits. And, so I put it in this little plastic thing, and I gave it to him so he could have breakfast, like a real breakfast. And then the next time we talked, he said, I like the Tupperware that I gave him. I like that. I'm gonna keep that and reuse it or whatever. And so anyway, long story short, I kept bringing him food or whatever. And one night I was sitting here chill. For whatever reason, I ain't have nothing going on at the house, so I said I want a drink. So I called him up and I said, you think you could get me a drink from the store, a beatbox from the store? So he's like, yeah, no problem. Like, and I know this is sad. I know y'all like, dang, like, these ninjas doing you that dirty. Yes, they doing us that dirty. It's the hood comedy Sodom and Gomorrah. They is nasty for real. Niggas don't do nothing for you at all when you're a starseed. They hate you for real. They hate you. Like, they be out for blood for real. Trying to kill you for real. So that was the nicest gesture. Like, the fact that he didn't give me no hard time. He just said it so nonchalant, like it was nothing. Like, I ain't mind getting something for you. And at the time I wanted that, I drank the manifest. So I was like, okay, cool. Now, I wasn't like easily impressed by this. No. Like, we were talking for a while. So anyway, he invited me up on the porch where he was staying, like at the house he was staying at. Mind you, I already was familiar with this house he was staying at, because I knew the guy who house it was, because he been my neighbor for years or whatever. He been my neighbors. um I been knew him, and I used to hang out at his house or whatever with his wife, because my son was the same age as her sons, and we used to chill, kick it back in the day. So I already was familiar with this character. So I ain't really want to get up on that porch, because it's a lot of ninjas at this house. Like, I ain't want to be the only girl and all these ninjas. Like, I ain't want to send the wrong message. So I always told him no, I didn't want to get up on the porch. But one day, I finally bit the bullet and came and sat on the porch with him, because I bought him some food and he wanted to sit there and eat the food and talk to me. So we start talking or whatever, and we chatting it up or whatever. So this particular day, I was seeing like the stuff this guy, he sells stuff. Like, he sells stuff like furniture and yard stuff. Like, he have a bunch of stuff at his house, nice stuff, like pieces. And this was before Queen ENT Studio became the studio. So the carport was the studio. So I was trying to decorate my carport so I can, you know, do content, relax, just make it a whole vibe or whatever. So he had a lot of decor for the patio. So I was like, oh, this is nice. I like this. He said, you want to take it? I said, yeah, I want to take it, but I didn't want to walk it home. And he was there. So I was like, can you walk this to my house? Like, can you walk this back here to my house for me? And he's like, no problem. You know, just a sweetheart. He is just a sweetheart like this. And I know y'all like, dang, this is so pathetic, right? But it's not, it's just not common for me to meet men who are just so helpful and nice. Like, it's not common out here at all. Like, it's not common. Like, that's just simple gentleman stuff that grown men supposed to do, right? You would think. But they're so nasty that I don't get that at all. I don't get that at all. These men are very nasty to me. Very nasty. Evil. They're evil. So he was I just loved him. He was so sweet. I just love the fact that he was just like helpful. Because like, that's what a man's supposed to do. Like, that's how my granddad was. Like, growing up in my community, like, the men would help the single women. Like, it was not a problem. But here, like, because I'm a starseed and all this crap going on, it's like everybody's so freaking nasty. They're evil. They're evil to me. They're evil. So it was not, I liked him because he didn't give me no hard time. He did it like it was nothing. So that's really how he like kind of got me hooked. So I was walking and talking to him, and, you know, just getting to know him, his character, his traits. And he was telling me he was good with his hands, which is rare. I know y'all like, okay, but this is rare, because I haven't met a man yet, other than my family, like my uncles and stuff like that, who know how to fix on cars, who know how to repair things around the house. Like, I don't meet the millennials, don't do that. I'm gonna be real. I haven't met any millennials who are good with their hands like that. Like, if my tire get flat, I would have to go do it. Like, none of my exes would help me change a flat tire. Simple stuff like that. None of my exes could fix my cars. None of my exes could repair things around the house. I would have to like pay for handyman and stuff, because they couldn't do nothing. They were nothing ass ninjas for real. Well, not all of them, but you know what I'm saying? They, you know, I ain't gonna, cause my baby daddy, he wasn't good with his hands, but he was a good provider. But other than that though, I rarely meet a man who's good with their hands. So I was just talking to him about his skills and his trades or whatever. So I was like, okay, you quality, like, you could use this kind of man. Like, this is a good man. I'm like, so, you know, I'm trying to get his background, see who he with, who he talked to. And he started, you know, he claimed he was single, he had acquaintances, but, you know, I ain't knocking him for that, because, you know, you got to do what you got to do to get around or whatever. So but I'm like, you ain't got no bitches, like, you ain't got no legitimate relationships going on for real. And he was like, nah. So anyway, he came back here, and, you know, with the little thing for my wall or whatever to decorate. And then we ended up sitting and talking. And then after that, I would like go over there every day, and we just talk every day and just chill and vibe together. So fast forward, April came, and I was bored in the house. And, you know, I told you I was celibate for so long, but I was really feeling this guy, and I kind of wanted to take it to the next level with him, because I really liked him. He was such a gentleman. He was easy to talk to. He gave me a lot of wisdom. Like, because, you know, I told you I was like, they called me autistic or whatever. I guess I was, because we was in Sodom and Gomorrah. I was scared of everybody. I wasn't scared of them, but I knew they all had ill intent. I knew everybody had ill intentions, so I stayed out the way. So that's what I do. I be dodging them for real, because I already know, especially after they don't did that crap at the store. Child, they off the chain. They is wretched. So they wretched. But anyway, so you know, we ended up, we just I wanted to do something nice for my birthday, so we got a room or whatever. It didn't go as planned, of course, but after that we just started talking and talking, and then eventually we together. Okay, we did not hook up over no beatbox. It took time and pressure and patience. So to my surprise, so you know, how I don't like these ninjas, these like groupies. That's why I had to check him. Like that's what took so long for me to talk to him, because I was like, you got to go through a clearance. And even when I was talking to him, I told him, when I get off of this, like, because I've been saving myself so long, if I give myself to you, you going to be my man for real. Like, you can't leave me for real. Like, this forever type deal. Like, I set the tone with him. I let him know what I was looking for, that I need a man, like a real man who want to be by my side and be my legitimate man, like a real relationship, long term. I told him this. I already set the tone and warned him. I also told him about my rules about these other females. I'm like, if you got acquaintances or whatever, they're not entitled to my energy. So a lot of times these dudes come to you, and then they girlfriends, they side pieces, they exes come out the blue, and then they want your attention off of you. Like, they want clout off of you. And I don't like that. And I told him this already. So lo and behold, fast forward, I'm being patient with him. Y'all, told you I got to be patient, because not everybody on this spiritual journey like I am. Of course, his groupie ex came out the blue. Mind you, he said he ain't talked to this girl in 3-4 years or whatever. So I'm like, so now she's trying to be a trending topic. And I already done told y'all how I feel about these trending topics. So he running his mouth about this girl, talking about, oh yeah, she kept I had to keep her nails and hair done, but I seen her doing that for herself and this and that or whatever. I felt like he was just making an excuses not to come out of pocket for me. Mind you, I don't get my nails done. I do my own nails at my own house, because I got this phobia of nail salons, all right? Because you can get disease from them tubs, and then they be reusing those. Anyway, I just had bad experience with nail salons doing my nails and hurting my fingers, and I didn't want to catch no infections, and I just learned to do my own nails or whatever. So that's what I be doing. So I ain't stressing, because one thing about Queen, I don't ask no ninja for no money. I'm self-made. And also, I don't want no man to ever have clout off of me saying they did something for me. And no, that's why I say I just do it myself. I'm not with you to get like clothes and shoes. One thing about me, I'm a natural beauty. My Headstone natural beauty. I'm gonna post that with the visuals today. Y'all check out the EP, Pure Water EP. So I'm gifted to be natural royal beauty. So when you're a natural beauty, you don't need wigs. Y'all, so of course they silence me. But I said all that to say is, when you naturally pretty, you don't need too much. You know, he always hollering bad bitch this, bad bitch that. But you know how I really feel about bad bitches? Because I had to look up what a bad bitch was, because he was always saying, basically trying to imply that I'm not, because I don't be wearing the wigs and the nails and stuff. I do wear nails. I do my own nails. But how I feel about girls who like bad bitches, now not all of them, but most bad bitches are ugly girls who need the wigs and the nails to like compensate for them being ugly. So when he was talking about his baby mama, I didn't want to or excuse me, not his baby mama, but his ex-wife or whatever. I didn't want to like ruin his ego, because I'm like, you probably had to do that because she was ugly to be seen with her. Like, you probably couldn't see her without a wig. Like me, I could walk around the house without a wig and I'm gonna look good. Like me, I don't have to walk around my nails done. I'm gonna look good. Like, I got pretty skin, pretty healthy nails. Like, I'm beautiful. Like, I don't need too much. So I'm thinking, like, he talking about his ex-wife. I'm like, she's probably an ugly girl, and you probably had to do that to compensate her for her being ugly. And then he want to throw in that she was petite. I don't give a fuck. Excuse me. I don't care how skinny, petite, no shade to itty bitty girls. But I'm just like, I'm a big boss. I'm healthy. You know, when you spiritually rank, you supposed to be heavy. I'm a heavyweight ranking. You know, I can work and tone type my body. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. But I ain't trying to be nothing that I'm not. I know who I am. So I'm just like, you not finna get it. this ugly girl clout off of me. Because I'm like, if you ain't talked to her in 3 years and all of a sudden she coming back in the picture, it's because she not cute. And she trying to get clout off a pretty girl. You miss me with that. So, and you know I told y'all this a hood comedy. So the rumor had it that he bought her a wig or whatever, you know. And I guess you know how these hoes is. Like, nanny, nanny, boo-boo, your man ain't doing nothing for you. Girl, I don't need no man to do nothing for me. Don't you know I'm royal? You know it too. That's why you doing all this for my attention. You're not finna get it. Like, for real. Like, I'm royalty. I don't need him to do shit for me. I'm already straight. Like, I'm being good. I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can have $0 in my pocket and look like a billionaire because I got royal privilege. Like, I got natural beauty. A natural beauty is like a diamond. Like, people brag and boast about clothes. Now, I'm a stylist. I love shopping. I love clothes. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, when you naturally beautiful, you a diamond. Like, you don't need the clothes. You don't need nothing because you a diamond. It's like your worth is not determined by what you wear or what you put on. Your vessel, your beauty, like your vessel is the diamond. Your vessel is your accessories. Your vessel is your bling. Like, your vessel is like the thing that's gonna turn heads. It's not your jewelry, not your clothes, not your nails, not your lashes, not your car. It's you, your integrity, your self-respect, your essence, your glow, your class, your style, how you carry yourself, how you treat people. That's what makes you healthy, rich, and royal. The material things are nice, don't get me wrong, but that ain't the energy. Like, I could go without it because my energy is royal. My energy is the bling. My energy shines. Like, I could go in a room just like this in my fitness gear and I could turn heads because it's the energy on me. It's an aura. And the aura comes from how I treat others, how I respect myself, you know, how I carry myself, my integrity, my self-respect, my discipline, my dignity. That's the things that makes me shine. That's the things that make me a goddess. That's the thing that brought you to me. That's what makes your baby mamas and your exes all follow me and chase me for the clout. It's that natural beauty. It's that natural essence. So it's like, you know, you trying to put, you know, men are trying to manipulate women to compete against each other to stroke their ego. But I'm like, you won't be doing that over here because I already know my worth. I don't care what you did for Jill, Jane, or Joe. You know, you could have did their nails, their hair. I wouldn't give a fuck because before I met you, I was good. So I'm always be good. You know, it's like this meme, that say me with a man, me without a man. Both times I'm good. Like, either way, I'm good. Like, I'm a walking royal energy. So it's like this, all this clout, this groupie shit talking about buying wigs. I'm thinking in my head, this bitch must be ugly. That's why you have to keep her in a wig, because she not cute. She not attractive. And when I say not attractive, I ain't just talking about looks. I'm talking about spiritually attractive. Because one thing, you may not look all good in the face. Because I know girls like this, they don't look all that good, like, in the face. But their energy is what brings you to them. Like, they got a amazing personality. Their essence draws you to them, right? And usually these type of girls don't chase clout because they already is the clout. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, for her to chase clout, she must be ugly on the inside and out. Like, she's ugly. And I never seen the girl. I never seen this lady. I don't know shit about this lady. That's why I don't like talking about these females, because, you know, they get them ammo to come fuck with you. And that's why I don't even acknowledge them. And I don't like when niggas bring up other bitches. It's not that I'm insecure. It's just that I don't want you to talk about the next bitch in front of me in hopes that you're going to get a reaction for me to talk about her, because I'm not going to do that. Like I said, I have integrity. I have integrity. And in addition to, I could care less about the next bitch unless she add into my program, Queen ENT, the new program, and Senora Chavez, the motion, the movement, the campaign. And I already done told you how I'm going to handle these clout chasers. You want clout off of me, I'm going to own you. And that's what it is. I'm a big boss. I don't play them kind of little silly mind games. But I ain't want to bruise his ego, so I just let him have it. I say, okay, well, you know, because he always hollering, if I don't see you doing it for yourself, I'm not going to do it for you. Now, I was going to counteract that, but I ain't finna blast him. But I was just like, okay, well, that's fine, because I know this game. One thing about being beautiful, like just being naturally beautiful, like, men will always try to humble you. And they think, like, shopping for other hoes, doing shit for other hoes gonna humble you. They think that. But when you already know who you is, it's like, I don't need to be humbled. I'm straight. Like, I don't need nothing from you. I'ma still glow. I'ma still shine. I'ma still be a billionaire. I'ma still be that. I'ma be that girl for life. Like, I'ma forever be that. It's my energy. And you know it too. And that's why your hoes go out their way to do, oh, nanny, nanny, boo, boo, he did this for me, he did that. No, the fuck. Nah, you're a hoe. And one thing I told him, I said, hoes need the money so they can go get more. Because hoes, clout chasers, they just like to hunch. So they do stuff so people can look at them so they can be hunched. So I'm like, okay, you can do that because I don't need nobody to look at me because I'm not for public consumption. I'm not walking around here trying to be hunched. I walk around here trying to be a change maker. And people always, like, you know, throw shade, talking about I dress like an old lady and stuff because I'm more conservative. But that's not my mission. My mission is not to sell my body. My mission is to be a change maker, a way maker, to be the future, to lead. Okay, my thing is not here to, oh, I need to wear, like, you know, don't get me wrong, I like sexy clothes. I like being sexy. I do. But I'm just saying, I don't, like, that's not my priority in these streets, you know, to maybe look appealing for the internet for my audience. I could do that. But if it was just me going out, that's why I don't even go to the club. But if it was me going out like that, like, I wouldn't go outside like that. I could sell your, what is it? Like, I could buy your vision with my appearance online, right? That's easier. Versus if I go out and wear some of the stuff that I wear online. If I went out, it'll be more, okay, tangible. They can touch it. I need to let them know I'm untouchable. You can admire it from a distance, but you can't have access to this. So I said all that to say is, like, these bitches think they wanting up on me. No, the fuck you not. You're a whore. You got to do that. You got to look good for the men or the girls, because I told you they lesbians for real. You got to go out here. You got to be loud. You got to be obnoxious. You got to show off. You got to do that because you want to hunch. That's your mission. That's your assignment. So, you know, you getting money to, you know, get your nails and hair done or whatever you're doing. That's pimping. That's the pimp game, baby. I'm a big boss. Like, what is you saying? That stuff don't faze me. I think these females so silly because they really don't know. It's like they want you to be an insecure female so bad. No, I've been a big boss because I've been dealing with insecure females my whole life. I already know how I study y'all hoes. Like, I study them. So I know they're really insecure. And what gave it away was, I'm like, it's girls who got more than me driving around in Mercedes-Benz trying to chase me for clout. And I'm walking. So I say, dang, that's how you know, you don't need no car. You don't need no jewelry. You don't need nothing. It's your energy. It's your energy that's more valuable than their cars, more valuable than their nails, more valuable than their hair. It's more valuable. Your energy alone is potent. It's a bank. And everybody wants to come to your energy bank. No matter how much they got in material, they always coming back to your bank. That's how I know I'm the big bag. Walking bank. So anyway, my song Natural Beauty out. I'm gonna drop the visuals for that, Natural Beauty. Cause I told you, it's so many different females. They always come after me every time I get a man. And they be trying to make me feel some type of way. You know, I'm like, about them being skinny or whatever, because I know I look better than all of them. It's a fact. And I ain't just talking about facial appearances, y'all. I don't want to sell to y'all like looks, because looks are not everything. I don't believe in that. I never been big on looks. I didn't know like I told y'all, I was allegedly pretty. This is why they attacked me. But I know it's deeper. It's more spiritual than that. And I looked up the word pretty. And pretty has nothing to do with looks. Pretty has everything to do with character. There you go. Pretty has everything to do with character. It's a character that is to be pretty. Because you can be pretty and still, you can have a good looking face and not be pretty. Pretty, it has everything to do with character, because I looked up the word pretty one day because I kept hearing that. And I say I'm allegedly pretty, I guess. But pretty, the definition of pretty has something to do with the grace you carry. It's a grace. It's an energy. It has nothing to do with your facial appearance. It's an energy that you possess. It's a graceful energy that you possess. And that's what makes you pretty. It's nothing to do with your facial looks. So anyway, I said all that to say is like... I was like, that ain't natural beauty is in. I don't care. You ain't got to buy me no wig. You ain't got to do nothing for me. And one thing about it, thank goodness I was raised around OGs. like real OGs, because since I know that I don't need for nothing. You don't need for nothing. You ain't got to ask no man, beg no man for nothing, because you got everything in you. And that's what self-respect comes in. Because when you start, this is the pimp game. I don't want to tell on my own game, but for those who want to enlighten themselves, that's how pimps get you. They want you to chase that bullshit so they can dog you out for it. That's how pimps get you. That's how girls end up getting sex trafficked, for that reason. I got lashes. It's funny because they got this meme where they got the coffee and the lashes and the $40. I trapped the hood rat or whatever. Like, it be funny stuff, but this is the truth though. That's how they get you. Like, they want you to chase that so it can be easier for them to manipulate and control you and take advantage of them. Because as long as you chasing that, you gonna always come back to that nigga begging. You always gonna do anything for that nigga. And a lot of times it be you might fuck all his homeboys just to get your little wig or whatever. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Get it how you live. But I'm just saying, I'm royalty. I ain't got to do that. I ain't got to do that. I can do my own hair. I'm spiritually gifted. And I'm not just, people think royalty is like you just pampered and privileged. People think royalty like you get everything handed to you on a silver platter. No, what makes you royal is your gifts and how you use them and how you maximize your gifts. So gifted, I'm gifted. I can use my hands. I can use my hands to do my own hair. I can use my hands to do my own makeup. I can use my hands to do my own nails. I can use my hand to design my own clothes. Yes, I'm a fashion designer. I have designed my own pieces, and I got my whole book of designs, and that will be coming soon. So look out for that. Powerful manifestation. But I said all that to say I'm spiritually rich. I'm gifted. I'm royalty. So all that, what they sell the groupies ain't gonna work on me. That's why that's why it was so easy for me to stay celibate, because men know that about you. They feel your energy. They know when it's royal energy. Men don't like royalty because when you're royal, you're self-sufficient. Men prefer a woman who's not self-sufficient because they're more dependent and needy on them. But what I want my dude to understand is, I'm not with you because of what you can do for me. I mean, the fact that you're good with your hands, that's a part of my future. That's building a future with me, because I'm building an empire. And a part of empire building, I need a team of skilled craftsmen, a team of builders, welders, electricians, things like this. So I think towards the future. I think towards the future, my empire, my queendom building. I call it queendom building. So when I seen you were good with your hands, I thought about my queendom. That's Masonic skills. See, that I'm gonna go too deep for y'all, but you think about Masonic skills. We all had to use our masonry skills back then. We had to use our masonry gifts, the gifts of our hands, to build our villages, our towns, our economies. That's how we did it. So anyway, I don't know for whatever reason, I don't know what he thought this was. That's why I said I had to be patient with him, because I thought I talked to him long enough so he could see my character, because we talked for damn near a year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I thought like we were together long enough where he could see that I wasn't that type of woman, But I guess, that's why I say I got to be patient with him, because some of the people are not spiritually as advanced as you, queen. They're not spiritually inclined as you. So they're not finna get it. They're not finna get it right off rip. But I said all that to say is, like, I'm not going to be that girl. Like, I'm not going to be the needy one. I'm not going to be the jealous, insecure one, because I'm a queendom builder. And I'm not with you off of what you can give me. I was with you off your spiritual strengths, your Masonic gifts, your humility, your respect, your being mannerable, being a gentleman. Those are the things that draw me to you. It wasn't no wig or no freaking nails. Like, nigga, what is wrong with you? Anyway, Natural Beauty coming out. I'm finna show y'all the final look. Let me do this, and then I'm gonna come back and give y'all the final look. All right, before I dip them, I just want to show y'all what rods I was using. I'm using these real skinny rods, and I'm gonna just wrap them around, and I'm gonna just show y'all how I wrap them. Just show y'all, just so y'all can see, like, in case y'all trying to do this at home, learn on your own, learn a new skill. Ladies, learn to do your skills, learn your skill sets. People, you become more valuable when you can do things yourself, and you save money. Okay? Lessons. Lessons, not losses, create the best bosses. That's a valuable lesson that I learned on my own. Also, because, you know, when I was working, I ain't never depend on no man. I just worked. If I wanted it, I bought it. That's a fact. But gratitude, you know, leaving the 9 to 5 and starting my own career and being an entrepreneur, I picked up on my Masonic skills. You know, you could do things with your hands. You know, that's the next investment I want. If he wanted to, you know what I'm saying, if he wanted to woo me, he could do something thoughtful, like buy me a sewing machine. This is what I be talking about. Like, these men more superficial than these women. People don't know that. Men are more superficial than women. Because they count on superficial women because it's easier to diss them and take advantage of them. Because they're so superficial. But, if he was really thoughtful and really got to know me and my character, he would buy me a sewing machine because I like designing my own clothes. And that way, you know, I ain't got to go to the mall and buy no outfit. I can make my own outfit. You know, I'm just throwing stuff out there. This is the stuff I be talking about. But no, he talking about a weak-ass wig that he bought his bitch. I don't give a fuck about the wig you bought. Well, I need, you know what I'm saying? I'm building something. That wig gonna be done and dried out in a week or two. You know, because I know it wasn't no Virgin Remy, no quality wig. That's, you know, I could have gotten his ass, because when I buy wigs, I buy expensive wigs. I pay money for my wigs. I don't play. I buy real wigs. Like, I invest in real hair. Like, stop playing with my top. Stop playing with my top. Y'all bitches is not flexing, because the shit that I could do it on my own times 10. Okay? But I said all that to say is, buy me a damn sewing machine. That's something that can last, because, you know, I could build my clothing line, sell my clothes online. That's a business. A simple sewing machine, you're giving your woman a business. You're not giving your woman hair that's going to last 2 weeks. You know, if you're a real man, you talking about spending money wisely, and you want to invest in a sewing machine for your girl. She could start her own business, you know, sell her clothes, you know, and you know, you get a return on that investment. You might get a return on the investment in the wig, because if she a hoe, she gonna go out there and trick herself out and bring you more clients. And you could keep tricking her ass. You know, I'm gonna get big gangster. I'm gonna tell you what it is. That's a fact. But but me, though, on the other hand, you know, I know my wifey at home, my royal princess, my royal queen for real. She got real skills. She got a skill set. She has something that can leave legacy. You know, she has her own fashion brand, her own clothing line. I can invest in her sewing machine. I could get clout off of that. Because when she's the next big thing, like, I know they don't make Fat Farm no more, but I'm thinking like that for real. Like, she could be the next Baby Phat for real. My girl could be the next, you know, Adidas, Nikes. Let's think big for real. Like, you know, thinking like that, outside the box. Something that's going to leave legacy. Longevity. You know, if you're going to invest in something that's going to be a queendom builder investment, okay? No wig ain't finna do that. That wig gonna get her $40, and then the homeboy's gonna find out she worth $40, and they gonna keep tricking her out for the $40. I'm just saying, it's like, no shade to the $40 hollers, but you see what I'm saying? And these are lessons that I had to learn as well. You know, that's why I stayed celibate, because I see the game. I know the game. Men like that. They just like cheap tricks. They do. They like cheap tricks because they easy. You ain't got to maintain that. But me, I maintain myself. But if you really want to be thoughtful, you really want to be considerate of your girl and what she actually desires, and you know your girl not superficial like that, buy her a sewing machine. Like, stuff like that. That would entice me. That would impress me. Because that means you actually care, and you know, and you care, and you think about what I want, what I desire, my future, my goals. Not no freaking wig. Not no weak ass wig. And then all men know what they doing too when they don't do stuff like the nails and stuff, because they know what that shit for. They know that so you can get out there and get, you know, show boast your body, right? So other men can hunt you, right? So, of course, I always get that. My dudes, my baby daddy made sure I stayed fly. That's a fact. But most men won't invest in their girl like that because they don't want their girl out there giving their body away. So, you know, that's not... Anyway, I just thought that was so mediocre of him, like, trying to flex with that. That was not a flex. That is not a flex at all. All right, let me dip this. I'm going to show y'all... I got this hot water, so I'm dipping it. Please don't scald yourselves for ruining y'all doing this. That's why you got to make sure you got a towel Mind you, I got my man's towel. You see what I'm saying? Not flexing on me at all. Because that man is with me every damn day. You know. That man is by my side every day. This is not a flex. And the fact that I am not out here tricking is a whole flex. You got a loyal woman is the flex. These hoes can't flex on me at all. Because I ain't about that. I use my mind. I don't, just the royal mindset. That's the flex. That is the flex. Y'all flexing on wigs and nails and a little bit of rent. Bitch, fuck you. His rent over, because he know it's good over here. He ain't got to worry about rent over here. That's a fact. Like, y'all ain't doing shit. Y'all just make yourself look dumber. That's why I don't like y'all bitches for real. But it's okay. I'm building inventory every time they come for me. And I'm helping them with their clientele so they can get their money up. Or whatever the fuck they getting. Because I don't even know if these niggas paying these hoes. For real. Alright, I'm going to be back with the when I take this out. Okay, so this is the final look. Thank y'all for joining me for Curl My Hair and Chill. Y'all subscribe to the YouTube. Like, comment. Y'all comment some of the antics that y'all men do to, like, try to humble you for real. Like, what antics they do to try to humble you. And comment some of your groupie stories. But this is Tale of Two Cities. Continue. This is the Curl My Hair edition. More content coming soon. Love y'all. We up. And, oh, check out my EP. The song on my EP, Natural Beauty. I'm going to drop the visuals for that today.